Emperor Welter Fran, the cunning and stoic alpha of the Wolf Empire, ruled over the vast cold forests of North Fangoria. Under his reign, the wolves built a disciplined military society where loyalty, stealth, and honor defined their might. To the south, past the river plains of Hornfield, rose the Great Bull Empire, led by Emperor John Johnson, a strong and noble beast who believed in strength through unity and the charging force of brute will. His empire spanned golden plains and fortified stone cities built by oxen and bulls who worshipped legacy and land. In 1789, a disputed valley rich in food and medicinal roots known as Greengrass Hollow triggered conflict. Both empires claimed ancestral rights. A wolf hunting pack and a bull patrol clashed in a bloody skirmish. Neither side backed down. By 1790, the First Animal War began. The wolves used guerrilla tactics, moving through forests with precision, attacking under the moonlight. The bulls countered with solid phalanx formations and sheer brute force, pushing forward with horns and hooves. Welter Fran's greatest general, Lupus Nightfang, ambushed supply lines while the bulls, under the war general Maxim Hornhelm, led a siege into northern Caninia. Villages were burned. Packs and herds perished. No one remembered who was right, only the hate remained. In 1803, the Battle of Crimson Field saw Emperor John Johnson nearly fall to a cunning trap laid by Welter Fran. But Johnson, using his famed iron horns, rallied his warriors in a last-minute charge, forcing the wolves to retreat. It was a draw, but a symbolic victory for the bulls. Peace talks began in 1810 but ended in futility. It was only in 1812, after a brutal winter decimated both sides, that a truce was signed on neutral owl territory. The Treaty of Hollow Branch divided Greengrass Hollow in half and declared a fragile peace. But peace would not last. The wounds of war changed the Wolf Empire. New territories needed more power. In the east, a secret alliance was made with a powerful jungle tribe, the Tigers of Strikeran. By 1813, the empire was renamed the Wolf Tiger Empire, with tigers acting as the front-line enforcers and shock troops of a new regime. Emperor Welter Fran, now aging, passed the throne in 1820 to his war-blooded nephew Prince Howlstrike, but he still acted as supreme commander. To the far west, a rising power emerged, the Epic Rhino Dominion, ruled by the brutal and ambitious Emperor Francus. His empire believed in domination through destruction. Massive horned battalions, plated war beasts, and rhino steam machines began threatening every border. Francus saw the weakened state of the post-war animal kingdoms and launched the Second Animal War in 1814. Declaring that all hornless empires were to be conquered. Francus's forces rampaged across the former bull territories, enslaving oxen and razing cities. John Johnson, the old bull emperor, died defending his capital. His final message was, "Let the wolves defend what they once took." By 1821, the Wolf Tiger Empire became the last major force standing. Tigers led devastating charges, while wolves, now armed with tiger-made armor, coordinated attacks with chilling precision. The battlefield changed. Jungle beasts met armored giants. In 1830, the Battle of Steel Ridge saw both sides suffer over 10,000 casualties. The wolves introduced explosive bark traps. The rhinos used thundering stomp bombs. Nature trembled. Francus showed no mercy. He created the Horned Legion, a brutal elite who wore the skulls of their prey. But Welter Fran returned to the front lines despite his age. In 1834, he personally led a counter-strike at the siege of Blackroot Keep, forcing the rhinos into retreat. For 2 decades, the war dragged on with no victor. Lands died. The sky turned grey from constant fire. New beast species fled or perished. In 1856, a final battle at the Valley of Echoes decided the fate of the animal world. Emperor Welter Fran, now old but revered, led one last march with his tiger and wolf armies. Emperor Francus, atop a giant iron-plated rhino tank, vowed to crush all resistance. They met in the fog of war. The battle lasted 9 days. In the end, Francus was killed by a tiger assassin known only as Stripeblade, and the Rhino Dominion collapsed. The war ended. The Council of Beasts was formed in 1857. The new Alpha Emperor, Halstrike, gave lands back to surviving bull families and ensured tigers were equals in the empire. Horns, claws and fangs united, finally. Statues of the fallen were built across the forests and plains with the inscription, "Let the paw not strike in hate, and the horn not charge in greed. May nature remember, so beasts need not repeat." Thus ended the animal war, a saga of empires, fury and eventual peace.